Hey guys, Rachelle Emery here with Freedom Idaho. I'm the North Regional Leader, and we are here in downtown Coeur d'Alene. We are at the Kootenai County. I don't know exactly what this building's called. They've got the DMV and all kinds of government buildings here. We're here for the mandatory mask meeting for Panhandle Health District. It was originally going to be at the Health District building, and then they decided to change the location last minute to a location that doesn't, I don't know. I don't think that there's as much parking. They have a lot more ways to funnel us in. We don't have as much freedom as people to just kind of be outside in the parking lot. I'm going to turn this around. We've already got a great amount of people here standing with their signs and crowding towards the front. They are here to have their voices heard. It's pretty apparent that the people do not want masking here. People aren't social distancing. They're not wearing masks. They are in control of their health, and they're here to tell the government officials and the health department board that we're not going to comply, and that they might as well vote no and not piss us off, right? Because they're going to have, after this vote, the city council has said that they're going to go ahead and vote tomorrow. If the health department doesn't mandate it, then the city's going to mandate it. I think they just poked some mama bears. What do you guys think? I think they're going to have some angry mama bears and some angry papa bears and some angry patriots at their city council meeting tomorrow. They should probably be wise and listen to the people today. I'm going to turn you guys around so you can see how beautiful this is. Say hi, guys. Right. We're live. Love you. That's right. My body, my choice. No masks. That's right. That's right.
I had a lady try to ram me off the road the other day.
What?
Because she saw this sign. And she said, "You have a lot of opinions, don't you?" I had to call the police on her.
I bet she's believes her body, her choice if she wants to murder a baby.
She went crazy. And I told her, I said, "This is my actual body.
Yeah.
It's not a fetus's body.
Right.
Or a baby's body."
Right.
And she said, "I'm from Washington." And I called the police on her because I don't play games.
Good for you. Good for you.
And
thank you for being here. Are you from Washington or do you live here?
I'm from New York City, but I live in Dalton Gardens.
Yeah.
And I love Idaho.
All
love
right.
It, love it.
Shout out to our New Yorkers watching.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, the Big Apple. There
That's right. That's right.
Coincidence.
Thank you for being a patriot and being here. We love it when we see people from out of state that actually, are fighting for the freedom here and helping preserve what we have in Idaho. That's amazing. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah. I'm not going anywhere.
Awesome.
Me
My
either.
kids are not being masked and they're not being vaccinated.
Yes.
And I'm trying to get the fear out of them because right now they're weaponizing our food supply, they're weaponizing our schools, our government services, and I'm tired of it. I'm actually sick and tired of it.
Me too.
I couldn't even sleep last night.
Yeah.
And
Me too.
I survived 9/11 to come to Idaho to just enjoy my life and retire and be a bum. That's my best job. I love being a bum.
Do you have a boat?
Not yet, but I gotta get one.
Can we be friends when you get a boat?
I definitely, without a doubt. Without
Awesome.
a doubt. Without a doubt.
That's great. Well, welcome to Idaho.
Oh,
we
you
love
so
having
much.
you here, and thank you for being informed and paying attention because they sprung this on us pretty quickly, and we did a pretty good job with social media and getting the word out. So, do you know that? Were you aware that if they don't vote yes for this today, that our city council has actually threatened to vote tomorrow?
Actually, I watched the video that the good Casey, which, before I say anything, you guys are the real leaders.
Oh, thank you.
You are the real leaders. We should elect you as our leaders.
Thank you.
Because you're actually doing something.
Yeah.
But I did watch the whole council meeting, and it made me so aggravated. This lady Kiki, I read her last name.
Miller.
Kiki Miller. She said we need to wear masks until the political environment changes. And I almost threw my TV out the window. I said, what does that mean? Is this safety or is it politics?
Right. It's a political,
Oh, yeah.
it's a virtue signal.
Yeah.
I wrote this, this was my email that I wrote to the city council and the board members. And I said, part of it, I said, this is a political virtue signal from the liberal left. This is done subconsciously. This is decades of repressed anger and resentment.
Yes.
Because the Christian and conservative community does not agree with their ideals of abortion and gay marriage. And they have held resentment against us for nearly 20 to 30 years. And all they know is that when they bend us to their will, it feels good. It feels good to them. They don't even know.
They're not going to feel good because I am not bending.
Oh no, we're not going to bend. And actually, I don't even know if they realize it, but they are poking the bear. And not only are they poking a bear, they are poking the mama bear. She is a apex predator. She is the most dangerous apex predator in North America.
You met my wife.
Yes. Well, and I have children too. I am a mama bear. And so
you are.
We are not going to allow this to happen. Our children will live in the country that we grew up in, and this will not be the new normal. It won't be the new normal. We aren't going to allow it because our kids deserve better than that.
I agree 100%.
Amen.
So,
Amen.
yeah.
How do you really feel?
I know, right? How do I really feel? Hey, and I even have this. I have a bullhorn, and I don't even...
You don't need it.
I know, that's what everyone said. You don't need it.
You have the spirit.
Do you want it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take it. It's heavy.
Spirit's running through you.
I know, and I have a loud voice. But I have this microphone because I don't need it for me. It gets too loud, but I have to like shove it in people's faces. So thank you for your time. I'm going to keep walking around and let other
I made
people...
some masks. Now see I'm getting a...
I know what you're talking about. I said the
made
same
some
thing.
signs.
Some signs, some no masking
So
signs.
help yourself.
I'll let
Anybody need
people
signs?
know there's extra
They're
ones.
not, fancy,
Oh,
but
who cares?
it took me about
Any
20
port in
minutes.
the storm.
Oh no,
20
this is
minutes.
perfect. They're legible.
20 minutes? What?
Yeah, I'm pretty fast.
I
I'm
love
I'm
it.
half Italian, so I'm good with a knife.
He's New Yorker and
New
he's
York reload.
Italian. Oh yes, yes.
Why
Tommy Two
reload?
Guns.
North Idaho proper right
Why
there.
reload?
Yeah. True patriot here.
All right, I'm gonna make my rounds. Thank you so much. We'll
Thank
see
you.
you at the next
Thank you.
event. Thank you guys. Got a Gadsden flag. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves. Woohoo! I need to get with you.
Yes, you do.
I need an official, what are these? They're not called masks. What are these things called? The board, the poster board.
Oh.
He messed me up. He's like, I made a bunch of masks. Then he meant posters.
I got these at the dollar store.
I have some in my car, and I also have some markers, but I am artsy, but not like this. I need,
She did the drawing.
it's awesome.
I stuck, woohoo! I stuck the words on.
Okay, wait, because we have a question to ask.
Yeah. Oh, here. So I have to here. I'm super loud, but no one can ever hear the people that I'm interviewing. So.
I wouldn't ask her on this.
I'm live.
Yeah, she's live. So
Okay, so another time.
Yeah.
So find me another
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
But reach out to me. Do you guys know how to find me? I'm Rachelle Emery on Facebook. Send me a friend request or a private message. And you know what? I have my cards in my pocket. I just got cards.
Thank you.
I just forgot.
You're Area 1 though, right?
I am in Area 1, and I'm the North Idaho, I'm the Health Freedom Idaho's North Regional Leader.
Okay. Thank
So,
you. I will get a hold of you.
yeah.
And friend you on Facebook.
Yeah, this was I organized this event. I organized the event last week too. So,
Probably
hi
private message.
guys. So yeah, reach out to me. Hi guys, I'm live. Do you want to say hi?
Sure.
Hi, hugs. Thanks for coming, you guys.
Neighbor I don't ever see.
I know, you need to come.
I know.
And you don't have to look pretty. You can smell bad.
I
'Cause
don't look
I guarantee I will too.
It's so funny to watch. I'm actually on live too.
Awesome. Had some fellow SB 277 refugees. There's so many of us here. It's such a great community. Hi.
You recognize me?
I do. I don't remember your name
Amber
though.
Carr.
Yes, Amber. Hey, we haven't met in person
I
yet.
know.
Hi. Thanks for coming.
Yep.
Oh. Yes, we'll see what happens. That's right. The freedom you give up will not be returned, you guys. This is exactly why we're here, for our babies. And our babies. Look at this crowd, you guys. Look at this crowd. Oh, man, this has gotten big. Look at all the people. Actually, I don't really like that song, but it's kind of a socialist song. This is so awesome. I love freedom. Hi,
Hello, I have two sides.
Yes, let's see. I'm live, so let's see what this has to say. Yeah, because there's been one death in our area.
Panhandle helps sent me these statistics themselves. So this is just Kootenai County numbers, and the COVID number is for all 5 Panhandle counties.
Yeah, the 5
So-
counties. Wow. So we've got a mandatory mask situation for one person that has died. It isn't even confirmed that they didn't have comorbidities, correct?
This poor gentleman was an older gentleman in his 70s whom I believe, don't quote me, but 95% sure he was brought in from another county because our hospital was better than the county they had.
Right, 'cause
so
that's
he,
the case. Our hospital's the big one.
Yep.
And even in Bonner County, where they do have a hospital, they still send them down to our hospital.
Yeah, and
where
so
where
unfortunately,
our kids get medically kidnapped too.
that is true. So unfortunately, he did pass away in Kootenai County. So
they counted it as a Kootenai County death
Yes.
too, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So you see how they're skewing the numbers, you guys? We've got 5 counties. Most of them are extremely rural. There's really only one county that has any kind of significant numbers as far as population goes. And then we also have 14 patients that were sent to Kootenai Health because they were at senior centers, correct? And they're being held there on a 14-day quarantine, and they didn't mention that in the numbers. Oh, hey, by the way, they could totally be better. They're just not allowed to go back to the centers that they were at, which is great. I'm actually glad that they're doing that now instead of forcing them to be there, but they're using those numbers to make it look like it's so scary that we have so many people here.
I know the big thing right now is the amount of ICU beds that are full. We're full. KMC or Kootenai Health is full these days, but what they failed to mention is that only 4 of the beds, according to their communications manager, only 4 of the beds are actually taken up by patients who are infected with COVID-2. The rest of them are just normal ICU patients. What they have, I don't know. So it would be interesting to see what those numbers are for last year and the year before at the same time.
Yeah.
And really take a look at the big overall picture instead of just focus on this one tiny issue.
Yeah, I agree. So are
Yeah.
you aware that the CARES Act has federal funding, and our governor did a press release this morning and let people know that there's $800 million worth of federal funding to be doled out to the community so that they can have a local approach. And so why do you think that they're making a mandatory mask vote today? I mean, if we're going to follow the money, would you say that this money is attached to a mandatory masking, compliance thing, and then they get the money? I wonder how that works.
So has this changed from because the lawyers have put a lawsuit against him for his original funding for this?
Right, because his proclamation
changed, right? A little bit. So, I don't know, just lots of questions.
We will not comply. We will not comply.
So my friend Casey here has already been trespassed from this area, but they can't kick him off the sidewalk. And I just let him use my bullhorn. He's our little rebel rouser.
I love Casey so much.
He's the best. Oh, man. And we've got just this group of people
He's my motivation.
He's awesome.
If he wasn't there and as spicy as he is, I probably would be more tired and not have as much time. But he makes me want to push harder and really stand up for our rights, for our constitutional rights.
He's
so
the Energizer Bunny. I
really
thought that
is.
I was involved, and he runs circles around me and he'll call me and I'll be like, I just can't today. I just can't. And he'll be like, it's okay, I understand. And he goes, you know what? You have a husband and kids. I am not married and I don't have kids, so don't be hard on yourself. I'm like, okay, phew.
He's so great.
He's just everywhere all the time.
He is.
And he's a pleasure to work with, and I appreciate him so much. And I appreciate you and your husband.
I appreciate
and your
you too.
axe and your bow. Oh my gosh. I showed that to my husband and my kids. They were literally watching The Lord of the Rings. And I was sitting out on the front porch and the windows were open and I'm reading it and I can hear the dun 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 dun, you know, like the part where it gets all like intense with the music, and I'm like, oh, they're stabbing the beds at the Prancing Pony. We're like such nerds that we know it by heart.
I know exactly where you're at. I missed an opportunity though when I told Chad of North County Off Grid that I'm just going to have my stern mom look there. I missed the opportunity for a Legolas comment.
Oh,
and his looks.
You know, actually, I decided that he's Aragorn, so he needs to bring the sword. He's the tall, handsome, dark, got the beard. He's totally Aragorn.
He totally is.
We'll have to find a Legolas. We gotta find a blonde Legolas somewhere.
I really need to meet his wife so I can tell her, no, he's just a great patriot friend, and she must be amazing if she can put up with that one.
She's pretty awesome. I've only met her once in person at the Liberate America event.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah,
missed her. Dang it.
She was at a booth, and I happened to get a break. There was one during one of the musical interludes. I got to take a break, so I went around and I said hi to Heather Scott, and she just happened to be over there, so I got to say hi. But I didn't get any time with her, so yeah. Well, I'm gonna make my rounds and see who else wants to interview. Thank you so much for interviewing.
Thank
with me
you
and
so
being
much.
Here.
Bye.
Bye.
It just takes that. You spend a few months overseas. Oh my goodness, it will open your eyes. Really
I totally just gave up my bullhorn. Darn it. People have said I don't need it. I technically don't. Ooh, the crowd is going to get worked up. Our sheriffs have actually been pretty great. We're lucky. It's not like Sac County sheriffs who are total tyrants. We've been pretty lucky. And I met Bob Norris, who is, he's a candidate running for sheriff. And I'm hoping that we can get an interview soon. Hey! Good to see you. Hi! This is awesome. I'm live. Do you guys want to say anything? Want to say hi? This is George with Saved Magazine. He's my buddy. And this is his beautiful wife, Melody. Melody, right? Yeah. Okay. I did it. I remembered. I'm so good.
Yep, just trying to get in there.
Yeah, I don't.
Are you going to try to go in?
No. I have PTSD. I won't behave in there. I tell them I can't guarantee that I won't grab the commissioners and the council members and the board members by the ear and drag them out and force them to sign resignation on the pavement. I can't guarantee that I wouldn't do that.
Another battle, huh?
Tomorrow's another battle. Yeah. If they're smart, they'll say no. Yeah. And then we take it up with the city council because they're the ones that have a little bit more accountability. They have trespassed. I don't know if you know, but they have trespassed Casey for defacing property. So I don't think that they'll arrest him, but they are calling this defacing property.
Yeah. Well, they'll just kick him off.
Here we have Ashton. How do you say his Ashton Yagante? Yakton. Okay. Hi. I am.
So we're filming each other.
I know, we're totally filming each other. Hello, my counterpart from the south.
Hey.
Can we turn it around and look at her?
Hi.
I am so honored to be in this with you, my friend.
Me too. This is awesome.
Yeah,
This is really great.
awesome. What a turnout.
I know.
I mean, this is a completely different turnout than what we have. And of course, we have more population.
Yeah.
And you have better turnout.
I know, because we've got patriots who love their guns, and they love their country. We've got so many veterans and ex-cops, like retired law enforcement officers. They come up to this beautiful resort town to retire, thinking that this is going to be a safe place. And so, I guarantee you talk to these people, they're vets.
Yeah.
They've been in the service in some way or another, and so. The only thing that we really need to do to make this place better is get the apathetic, uneducated voters to get out and pay attention to who is running and who is put into these buildings in these positions of power. Because we can come out here all day long, stomp our feet, they can still vote yes or no.
Right.
And then what does that do? Then they're poking the bear. And someone asked me earlier, am I going to try to get in there to say anything? No, because I can't guarantee that I won't grab them by the ears, drag them out here, and force them to sign a resignation on the pavement.
Right.
So, because that's where I'm at. That's what I'm ready to do. And I think that these people here, if someone lit that spark, we might have an angry mob. But we want to be peaceful.
We want to be peaceful.
And we want our representatives to allow us to stay peaceful.
I mean, we will use every peaceful method possible.
Yep.
But we will also do all we can to defend our rights.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it's probably a good idea to start honoring people's rights while the people
are peaceful.
Yep,
I agree.
I mean, what is it that they want to achieve if they keep pushing the people like this?
Yeah, agreed. I totally agree. I need to get this whole setup. I need a setup just like
guess
that.
What I found out? My boom mic, which does great when I record, does nothing on Facebook.
It won't work on Facebook?
It doesn't work on Facebook.
Oh, of course
So I've
not.
tried it out a bazillion times, recording myself, running on each side of my camera and recording it.
Yeah.
and it works great. And then you put it into Facebook and it says something. It gives
Like it's an
something, a
accessory
message.
that it won't recognize?
It had a different message altogether than I've ever seen, but I was like, oh, great.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
Here I am with my fancy boom mic that does no good for live.
Well, and this has been great. I don't need this, so I've found that if I put this by my mouth, it like starts crackling because I have such a big voice.
Yeah.
But I do need it to like go out so that when I'm talking to my people.
I've been handing it back and forth.
Yeah, I think I want to get like a stick where I can
nice.
hold it out and then the mic can be with it. So.
Well, I'm so shaky because of my autoimmune disease.
Yeah.
So it's nice for me to have something stabilizing.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Okay, girl.
Yay, well, I'm going to make my rounds, you make your rounds.
I really do want to testify. I've got something I got to say that God put on my heart today.
Well, I think that, if we've got so many people, I don't know. I mean, we might have to do this round 2 tomorrow. If you don't get a chance to say anything tonight, you can...
You know what? I can always make a live video.
That's true.
So they threatened to arrest Casey Whalen just for chalking. Did you
Yes,
hear about that?
yeah. And they trespassed him, so he can't come back.
Right.
He has to stay over there. I
can't
gave him
believe
my
it.
bullhorn.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. It's just chalk. It's not like paint.
I know.
It's
Well,
not spray paint.
and what's interesting is, here, I'm going to hand that to you because you've got a quiet voice. The mayor of Sandpoint, he allowed the entire town to go out and put BLM supporting, Antifa supporting messages in chalk all over the city.
Yeah, just
All
total
over the city.
hypocrisy.
So exactly, like if we can't have our message in chalk, then why do they get to have their message in chalk?
Absolutely.
And I agree. Some of the locals were really mad, and they were saying that's defacing property, and I was like, what if it was an anti-vaccine message? I think we should go and write anti-vaccine messages everywhere, and then test him and see what he has to say. Like he'd probably change his tune, like, oh, we can't allow that.
Right. Yeah, that was my next message. I was going to write no vaccines,
Right.
out here.
Because that's really what this boils down to.
That's eventually the next step.
This is a precursor to mandatory vaccinations, and we have to fight this fight now before it becomes violent.
Right. I mean, people. I mean, people are talking about getting violent at times, you know? I mean,
that's my
people are
line,
frustrated. So,
Yeah.
you
if
know,
I'm not allowed to go into a grocery store to buy food for my children
Yeah.
without having to show a piece of paper that proves that I've had this COVID vaccine,
Yeah.
we've got a problem.
or
'Cause
your
they're-
yellow star.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
my yellow star. Exactly.
Yeah.
We've got a problem. You're keeping me from feeding my children.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's where the real battle is, because there's no way they're going to mandate this to the whole state or to the whole area, because they can't enforce it. The police aren't going to enforce a mandate for masks. But what they will do, and what we saw in Spokane and every other city and state that's doing this, is they go after the businesses and they coerce them and they threaten them and bully them into complying, and they get what they want. And that's a lot harder battle, because people say, oh, well, it's the freedom of the business to do that.
Yeah. But
And
they've got a gun to their head.
They've got a gun
Businesses
to
do,
their
by
head.
the government.
And on top of that, we also still have natural rights.
Yes,
That
yes.
even, I believe, even supersedes, business,
private. Yeah.
Because they're
I
natural
agree.
rights,
They
you
are
know?
natural rights.
Let's just say for the racism issue, a business can't deny access to a black person
Right.
or based on the color of your skin. We don't say, well, that's just the business's choice. No, there's certain natural rights that we all have given to us by God, including breathing and not putting an American burqa on our face.
Right.
So yeah, anyway,
Yeah,
we
no,
got to
I
fight it
agree.
on the business level.
We do. And unfortunately, we're going to have to sue those poor people that work at the doors.
Yeah,
And I feel
yeah.
bad for them, because they're being forced
Yeah.
to force us to do something against our will.
Yes.
But the only way that we're really going to win is by hitting these businesses in their pocketbook. That's the only language they speak is money. And so we need to assert our rights that it is discrimination, and then we just need to sue them. We need to sue the business or the person that discriminated personally. The businesses are going to have lawyers and all this money to pay for the court fees, but that I'm using
Personal lawsuits, civil lawsuits.
Joe Donut and Sally Six Pack, that work at the stores. Unfortunately, they're the ones that they're and they're that sort of person too that can step back and go, they can let you through.
Right.
It's
Right.
going to be a conviction of a personal conviction of spirit.
I agree. The other thing I think about is there's no medical exemption apparently for employees.
Yeah.
So what about the poor employees, that have to wear this constantly in the grocery stores all day, all night, and then they have to go in when they shop now, they're going to have to wear it anytime they go out.
Yeah.
And don't they get medical exemptions too? So I would think they should, right? So that should be a liability to that business who doesn't give their employees that medical exemption. It's discrimination.
Yeah,
So,
I have a friend who I suspect, I know that I suffer from sleep apnea sometimes.
Yeah.
So I'm struggling with oxygen at night.
Right.
And then if I was forced to wear a mask, I'm struggling with oxygen during
It's
the day
horrific.
too. That's not okay.
It's horrific.
And it personally gives me anxiety, a little bit of PTSD surfaces, because
Yeah.
I'm being forced to do something
Me
I
too.
don't want to do.
I get claustrophobic. I get all kinds of, breathing issues, anxiety. I mean, it's horrific.
We've got people irritable, walking around irritable, and they're already in a fearful mindset.
That's right.
And then now they're agitated on top of it. That's a recipe for disaster, for violence. And then we've also got this political virtue signaling.
Right.
The left is like, oh, pro-mask, and the right is like, kiss my
Yeah, exactly.
Kiss my mask.
Yeah, kiss my mask. There you
Kiss
go.
my mask.
Well, praise God. Well, good speaking to you, Rachelle.
Good
I'm going to
speaking
get
to
you
you
some
too.
chalking. Back
Thank
to some
you.
chalking for-
Get it
for
done,
Casey.
brother. Thank you.
I can't believe that. All right, let's put one more.
This is so great. Free mask. Those look contaminated. Masks are dumb. He's got some guts to come in through here with that. Hey, my guys.
What's up, lady?
Thank you for coming.
Tamika's here too.
Awesome.
My wife will be here in a little bit
I'm so glad.
with Araya, our lion.
Not too shabby. We pulled this together.
Amen.
Oh,
First is good, right?
I think
12:30?
so. I'm
I saw
live.
one thing that said noon, but
They're serving refreshments at
good.
noon.
Oh, good.
And then 12:30 the meeting
That's not
starts.
safe.
I know, right? Those are you're gonna get the COVIDs if you get refreshments. And I doubt that they provided enough refreshments for us.
protesting masks.
Awesome. I will find that.
I like it.
I like it. So yeah, and then so 12:30 they start the meeting. They're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh,
Isn't that wonderful?
Goody.
Yeah. And then
That's fitting.
and then they're going through all their agenda items, which there's a lot of stuff that they're actually going through that has nothing to do with this. And then they're taking public comment at the very end. So we're going to be sitting out here sweating, and you know, there's some cloud coverage. It could be worse. I know I'm going to sweat.
We get 9
to
months
death.
of cool. I'm not going to complain.
I know, right? I know. To all those watching, it's terrible. Winter's terrible. It never stops. All right, well, I'm going to make my rounds, you guys.
I'll just follow around.
Just knows this is all bullshit and fake news. Everybody.
I love my community. This is so amazing. More and more and more people are showing up. I hope they can see us. There they are. They're looking at us right here. Yeah, show her your signs, guys. Hi, look at our signs. Hi. Hear us roar.
Interestingly, there's a little flag in that window.
I know. I hope they believe in it. I hope it's not just decoration. All of it. All of it is. I like it. It is. Thank you. I've been saying this. It is.
Of course it is.
And that is right around the corner.
Yeah, are we not getting commerce limited by
Yeah.
wearing a mask? There you go.
I know. I've been making this point.
You're teaching those kids right there. You're teaching those kids right over there to hate each other and to be afraid of one another and thinking
And that they're a disease.
and that they're diseased and they could kill mommy or daddy or grandma or grandpa or kill each other.
Oh,
or
I
their-
know.
Or
The
their friends
psych-
to kill them.
The psychological trauma that's happening to the children, and not to mention,
This generation's nuke drills.
it's the way.
It's this generation's duck and cover nuke drills, except for
Yes.
it's everywhere instead of just in the classroom.
You guys, I have such smart community members. I am surrounded by woke people. And also we could address the babies. What about babies who their whole communication premise is based on mimicking our face, our facial expressions? So I would say that one, having them masked is absolutely
I won't wear a
child
mask
abuse.
around my kids, not for that
But
exact
yeah,
reason.
for babies, I mean, wouldn't you be worried that they would be missing 50% of the information they're supposed
Not only
to?
that, but I think it would terrify them.
Yeah.
And I think that would scare the
It
kids.
is
I have a
scary.
3-year-old daughter, and I refuse to put a mask on her or myself around her. I'm not gonna wear one anyway, obviously.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I would never, have her around that stuff. We're trying to insulate her the best we can.
Oh,
so
good for
what
you.
What can we do, right?
I know. I have a friend. She came 2 days ago with her baby, and she said the same thing. She would never allow him to see her with a mask on. That's that's her mommy instinct. She has a 3-month-old. Your baby's 3 months old too, right?
I have a 3-month-old and a 3-year-old.
Right. So yeah, it's
if you're an adult who has a fully formed brain, right?
Yeah.
It's over 25. You can make whatever decision you want. If you want to mask up, go for it. But these kids who don't have fully developed brains yet, putting masks on them and putting them through this trauma is going to leave an imprint that's going to last a lifetime.
Well, not to mention the lack of oxygen. They need to absorb more oxygen for their brain to develop.
Exactly.
Correct?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a child developmental expert, but I'm gonna assume that they need oxygen.
Yeah, they need 99% oxygen. Yep. For their metabolic functions.
Definitely. Hello, Caitlin. I'm live. Hi. What's up?
I was just looking for you.
Oh, I'm here. I'm just making my rounds. Oh, I've got it for now. I actually gave up my bullhorn. I gave it to Casey and them because they've already been trespassed. And I'm like, I'm loud enough. I really don't need it. But I do want one because they're really fun.
Yeah.
Well, if you want, you can totally walk around with me. This is just so amazing. This is way more people than that came to the last one. So
Yeah, it's beautiful to see.
it is beautiful. I love my community. All right, I'm going to make my rounds.
Okay.
I'll come find you again.
Here.
Mask science isn't settled. That's right. Here's another one of my mama bears. Educate, not mandate. I like her. It says this is rape on her mask. It's medical rape. I agree. It is. Can I come get this on video? This is a really strong statement, you guys. It is. It is forced medical accessory. It's a medical accessory. Forced. Thank you. Oh. Oh yeah, I'm here.
Do you remember talking to me?
I do.
Facebook, and you were asking about the group thing and everything.
Yeah.
Yes, I knew you were going to be here, so I just wanted to
No, of course not. And if I see you again, just remind me, because I meet a lot of people, and I have to say someone's name like 6 times before I remember.
And you're just breathing out whatever.
Yeah, it was great. Hi, I'm so glad you came and said hi. Can I get that on there?
I gave her my last one.
Oh shoot. Okay, I'll find one from someone. Someone's got one.
Well,
So I think I've seen about 6 people with masks total. Well, 7 if you include the one that had the nice little lettering on it. The majority of people want their freedom here. They're making their voices loud and clear. Hey! Libby Lou! Hi, you! Ouch!
Liberty, I said no.
Don't hurt anyone. Hi, you're here. I'm good. How are you?
Sorry.
Over in that little area where they
Hi, Shay.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm live. Do you want to say anything real quick?
Oh, I absolutely do. I want to say, can you see me?
I'm just going to put this here. No. I'm just going to clip it to your border unless you want to hold
that's
it.
Fine. I like your little microphone.
I know. I got that from Misty. She gave
So cool. And I also don't want to jingle my keys. Oh, you want to beat her? I just wanted to say that if you haven't signed the recall for our governor, ex-governor, then please come here and sign. Of course, come here and support freedom, but also come and sign this recall. And really, honestly, you can meet up with me or any of us anytime until the recall's over to get some signatures to get rid of tyranny.
Thank you for your volunteering for this and doing this. And
we vote with our dollars. We vote with our taking people out of office.
Yeah,
that's what our forefathers said.
Yeah,
so why are we not doing it?
Yeah.
Let's get them out.
What can you say to people that are watching that are afraid to go to the grocery store because
Don't be afraid.
Because they think they have to wear a mask? So explain to them what they can do.
I have just recently come from traveling 5 different states. I was in 3 airplanes and 2 airports, and I have never worn a mask during the entire time. I have never worn a mask since this all started, except for when we clean out the chicken coop. That's it. Other than that, I don't do it. So if you don't just go forward with your rights and say, no, I don't have to, and you want a little more backup, just tell them you have a medical condition. And we do. We all have a medical condition where we shouldn't be wearing these masks. It's not good for us. Hypoxia happens. I'm hearing of people getting pleurisy and Legionnaire's disease, I think it's called. Anyway, there's a lot of problems when you force yourself to rebreathe your carbon dioxide over and over and over again. So health conditions are a valid reason, and actually religious reasons, at least in Idaho, are a reason not to stand up against wearing a mask.
Yeah.
And you can do it.
I have a friend who lives in Washington, and all she says when she goes through is, I have a reason.
Yeah, there you go. That's good.
I have a reason. And they're like,
or,
okay.
I am exempt.
Or I am exempt. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's very simple.
Be strong. It's going to be difficult and hard because right now you're getting people, all eyes are on you, and it's going to be painful and it's going to feel stressful, and it is. I feel like I'm preparing for battle every time I leave the house. But if we don't do it now, we're going to be in a world of hurt.
Because this is a precursor to mandatory vaccinations and forced
Really
vaccinations.
everything, and just living under complete government control, and not in America anymore.
Yeah, it's not.
So we have to stop it now while we can.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, my dear
Love
friend.
you.
I love you so much.
Remember, get your selves out here to get your own representatives recalled as well.
Yeah,
whatever state you're looking at.
Yeah, all of them, even on the city council.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
and demand on who's your health on your public board of health. Those people are important. A lot of them are commissioners, county commissioners.
Yep.
So it's time to take our country back. We have to stop being apathetic.
Amen.
Or we're going to have to start being violent. Which one do you want? Liberty.
Ooh. Crazy town.
Crazy town. Oh, we're saying liberty, and she's like, what?
What did you do? You said this wrong?
I think pretty soon here we're just gonna have the whole parking lot full. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that they have never seen this before in this parking lot. This is probably a first that they've had liberty lovers coming with signs and bullhorns to speak their mind and assert their sovereignty. Now that I've made a walkthrough, I'm going to check some of these comments. I had to come over here in the shade. It's going to be hot today. It's going to be a hot one today. Okay. Oh my goodness, lots of people watching and lots of comments. Okay, so just so you guys know, 12, I think I said it earlier, I'll say it again, 12 o'clock is when they were starting refreshments, and then at 12:30, they were starting the meeting. They're going to have everyone basically wait the entire time until they get through with their agenda items, and then they're going to let public comment. And yeah, so I have someone with me. I'm live.
Hi, this is Catherine. I just talked to the sheriffs. They're letting 3 people in at a time. They get to speak for 3 minutes. Then they get let out. Then they let 3 more people in.
Okay.
So we'll be here for a long time.
It's going to be a long time.
Yeah, 10
All right.
minutes per group, pretty much.
Okay.
In and out. Yeah.
Well, if you're making rounds, let people know, the ones that have littles. There's a grassy area back there that would be a great place to let the littles run.
I will let them know.
And, you know, this is a community, and if we need things, we can run out and get it. And we're just going to take care of our own.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Heidi.
I'm live. Do you want to go live? Do you have anything to say? I can... No. Okay. So I'll come see you in just a sec. Thank you so much. What was your name?
Catherine.
Catherine, I'm Rachelle.
Hi, Rachelle.
Nice to meet you.
You're doing a good work here.
Thank you. All right. I'm reading all your guys' comments, guys. Nicole, are you here? Get here, get here, get here. I want to give you a hug. Okay. I did, yes. I actually did it at the Liberate America event, like the first week it went live. I did it on, actually no, I was downtown. That when all the Patriots came to take care of the town from the BLM and Antifa, and I went live and signed it live. It was pretty awesome, so. Okay. All right. Well, this is a pretty fair view of what's going on. If anything exciting happens, more exciting than this awesomeness, then I will go live again. Let me give you one more look of the big crowd. The awesomeness that is my community of liberty lovers. We are not going to comply. We are going to stand in our sovereignty We own our bodies. The government does not own our bodies. We are not advocating for people to not wear masks. You choose what you want to do with your body. It is none of our business what you do with your body. We are just advocating for the rights to choose. I can't think of a more honorable fight to fight. Because if we don't own our bodies, then are we really free? Do we have any right at all if we don't even own our bodies? So I know some of you, I have some friends on here that you would probably consider yourself a pro-masker, and you probably consider yourself even a pro-vaxxer because you vaccinated your kids. Look, I'm not doing anything to stop you from living your life and doing what you want to do to your children. I'm not even going to try to change your mind. All I'm doing is asking that if you want your children and your children's children to live in a country that was and let them be afforded the freedoms that you got to have when you were growing up, please join us. We're not asking for anything crazy. We're just stating that we own our bodies. That's it. So you don't have to fight with us. You don't have to feel like it's us against them, or we're not against you. Join us before you do lose the right to not have control of your body. All right, guys, this is Rachelle, and I'm going to sign off. Thank you for watching, and I will come back if anything changes. And later I'll definitely let you know how the vote turns out. Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Oh, there we go. All right. See you soon, guys.